My name is Naya Wanjiru and I am from Nairobi, Kenya, though I spent a considerable part of my adult life in Mombasa. For 12 years, I was a high-ranking member of a witchcraft coven that operated across the coastal and East African region. One of my specific assignments was to monitor Christian prayer patterns and identify the times when their prayers were most vulnerable to attack. And I was very successful at what I did. I knew exactly when to strike, when to create distractions, when to plant doubts, and when to deploy our strongest spirits to block prayers from reaching heaven. But there were 3 specific times of day that absolutely terrified us. 3 times when no matter how powerful we were, no matter what rituals we performed, no matter what sacrifices we made, we could not block the prayers of believers who prayed at those times. And today I'm going to reveal those 3 times to you. These are not arbitrary times. These are not just suggestions. These are spiritual times that carry such extraordinary power, such divine backing, such heavenly authority, that when Christians pray at these times with faith and intentionality, the prayers become like spiritual missiles that destroy every witchcraft assignment against their lives. And I need you to understand something very important before I tell you what these 3 times are. Timing in the spirit realm is everything. Just like there are times in the natural world when certain things are more effective than others, there are times in the spiritual world when prayers carry exponentially more power. In the kingdom of darkness, we operated according to spiritual times. We had specific hours when we performed our most powerful rituals. We had times when we gathered for our assignments. We had moments in the day and night when spiritual activity in the demonic realm was at its peak. And we also knew that there were times when Christians, if they prayed at those times, could completely destroy everything we were trying to do. That is why one of our primary strategies was to keep believers from praying at these 3 critical times. We would create distractions. We would send spirits of sleep. We would cause emergencies and crises that would make people too busy or too tired to pray at these times, because we knew that if Christians discovered the power of these 3 prayer times and started using them consistently, our operations would collapse. Let me tell you how I learned about the first critical prayer time. When I was initiated into the coven, I was taught that the most dangerous time for our operations was the early morning,